Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Mr. Wolf, and welcome back to Little Nightmares 2, and what should be the final episode of the series. So last episode, we escaped the Pale City. Accidentally released the Thin Man, but we defeated him. But he captured Six, and took her to the signal tower. So this episode, we are going to finish up the series by rescuing Six and completing the game. And actually before... Whoa. It's the music box. Wow. And actually before recording this video today, I was actually curious and went back through, like, the game files. Interesting. Oh, that when they have the eyes. But I actually went back through the game and looked at the chapters to sort of see, like... Because I talked about it before, how I collected a majority of, like, the glitches and stuff. So I was curious of, like, how many were left. And I actually almost got all of them. So, before recording this... I saw a shadow. Is that my shadow? Interesting. And I actually went back through the game and decided to go ahead and collect the glitch remains. So now I got all of them. And that should mean, once we finish up this portion of the game, we'll unlock the secret ending. Which is just like, hell yeah. Okay, that's where the music's loud. That's so cool. You have to use the music to, like... This is so loud here. Okay, it's weird. The music sounds loud here, but the door's not open. Well, since this is the only pathway. Whoa. This is so trippy. Okay, this one. Alright, so where's the music the loudest? Here. That's so weird that you can actually see your shadow. Okay, that's the music. Oh, wait, can I? Oh my god, can I actually break it? Oh, nice! That's so cool! It really allows you to utilize the doors that way. I knew about the music puzzle, but I didn't realize that I could actually somewhat break reality like that. That's so awesome. Okay, it's coming from here. Okay, I think we're getting close to the top. This is so weird. Okay, this one's trickier. Okay, music's loud here. Not here. What is that? Are those organs? Okay, not from here. Okay, that was where the music was loudest, but... why did it bring me back here? push objects. Wait. Wait. I have an idea. So, it's saying push objects. Can I actually close the doors? God, the camera is not helping me. Maybe that is the correct door, but... I gotta somehow... Oh, wait. Does it change? No, it doesn't. Okay, so... This is very confusing now. Because I've seen that the method is you have to listen to the music, but... Every time I pass through here... It's bringing me out here, but... Wait. Now the music's loud as here. Oh, I think I just have to complete the pathway. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, that one was not fully clear. That's why I was struggling. And this should lead us directly to where 6 is. Yeah. Six? You here, buddy? 6! She's all monstrous now. Yeah, it's me. Bono. Do you remember? Oh, the music box, that's what's making the noise. Interesting. Well, yeah, this actually kind of ties into what I was thinking about with the way how this whole signal tower works. I theorized that the tower works that, like, it, like, not only, like, sends out the signal to people, but it sort of, like, twists and warps them, kind of. And now that 6 is in here, we can see that, that she's 10 times bigger than me, her arms are freakishly elongated, and she's more monstrous. This kind of looks like the same suitcase from the first game. First game when she woke up in. Maybe it's an Easter egg. Alright. You're gonna hate me for this, but it's for your own good. Okay, we're back. Whoa. There's no more of those organ things. Uh-oh. She's bad. Mono, we gotta run! Run, Mono! What? I was running. Are you kidding me? Alright. Second attempt. Oh, yeah, she is pissed. Yeah, there's more flesh. So does that mean the... Okay. Oh, God. Alright. Oh. Yeah, okay. I'm finding, like, more flesh is seeping out of the walls and everything. So I think that means this whole tower is not a tower at all. It's some kind of creature. Which would kind of explain it. Maybe it's some kind of, like, extraterrestrial being or an interdimensional or an ethereal entity from beyond this dimension that is like using some kind of powers to warp and alter people. Could that be part of the story that this series could be telling? I don't know. It might be. But I've honestly never known, because I don't understand the lore behind this series. I think I understand how this goes, so I think I go... Hey! Oh, shit! I freaking yeeted outside. Out at the other end. Okay, but that's the idea. I just gotta go... Skadoink! Where am I? Like, every time it hits, I wind up here. Hey! Ooh. The area expanded a bit. Okay, so I think for this one I gotta go... Hey! What? Come on! Seriously? Alright, but that's like the basic idea. Which is cool how it utilizes that. Yeah, sorry, Six, but this is for your own good. We're almost there, Mono. I think I need to do that at least 2 more times. Oh, that's weird. When I do that, it leaves behind a glitch remain of me. Also, that is an insane echo. Oh, terrific. My axe is up there. Bottle run! Oh, great. I think I fucked myself. Yeah, because I'm supposed to be up there. Although... Good Christ! Stop it! Ah, ow. Okay, so I need to get up there. What if I do this? Ow! Okay. That's sort of like that. That was barely anything. Are you kidding me? Also, I've noticed that, like, how many times I've said, like, are you kidding me? And so, like, shit every time I die. Crap, that was too soon. Alright, but we still got it. Hey! we never see her face. Like, can you imagine what it would look like? Where did I go? Okay, come on. Ow! Ow, my bones! Okay. This is turning out more difficult than I anticipated. No, 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 no! Yes! Kadoink! Yes! Please tell me that was the last one. Please tell me that was the last one. Yes! Come on, 6. Oh, she's turning back to normal. It's over. Man, the thing looked like that exploded. Hey, 6. You okay? Good. Now's a good time to go. Let's run. Yeah, I think this whole thing is a creature because the entire building's come to fuck. Oh god, Mono. Mono, run! Run! Mono, please! Oh god, in the eyes. This might be where all those eyes were coming from. Oh, wait. I see what I did wrong. It's a bit of a timing bit for that part. Oh, it's not that one yet? Oh, God. It's this one. Just gotta let it move me slightly. There we go. Mono! Come on! This scene. Catch me! Six, please. Damn you. After everything we've been through. Followed by the creepy singing. Man. Even though I knew that was gonna happen, it's just like... How could you? After all the times I saved her! Sorry, Mono. We're just left alone in nothing but this... thing. All just a stool. Completed. Poor Mono. Still kind of control. It's interesting that the color's changing as it, like, progresses through the years. I do like this song. This song's pretty cool. So yes, we are the Thin Man. Not only has Mono been... Not only did Mono defeated himself, but... somehow... was able to go against his younger self in this endless loop. And the door even shows, like, the room that we were in. Inside the tower. The door closing. Damn. You can't help but feel bad. And especially, I looked it up, Mono apparently means alone, or to be alone. Which is like, that makes it even more sad. Signal interruption. Yes! Yeah, we got the secret ending! Good! Fuck you, traitor! I see the glitch remnant of her. The Maw. This is even the soundtrack from the first game. Oh, so that's where the hunger kicked in. Damn! Man. No matter how many times I've seen that, I'm still amazed by it. Alright. Okay, so, to give some theories, like some of the theories that I've been keeping in, and I've shared parts of it. So, for what we've so as we just saw, Mono is the Thin Man. There's a theory that apparently Mono is stuck in this infinite loop where he is just constantly reliving of having these moments of like waking up in the woods, going all the way through the Pale City, up to the signal tower, falling to the tower, and then getting trapped in there. And over the years, he grows up into the Thin Man. Then there's a theory that when Thin Man escapes, the reason he captures Six is to try and prevent Mono from falling back into this loop, because otherwise he's just endlessly stuck in it. But Mono always beats him because there's a theory that I think it was like Six absorbed some of Mono's power, or at a young age, and that's why Thin Man couldn't defeat Mono. Because even though, he would probably have like years of experience, he would never be at full power because of that missing piece that Mono holds. He'd never be able to beat his younger self. But as a result, he's forever stuck in this cycle that he can never escape, and is forced to endlessly live in this tower, and project this signal out. And with Six, another theory is that, like, when we saw the glitchy Six, there's a theory that that's actually her soul. That, like, her soul's been ripped from her body. It's almost like a case of Supernatural. If any of you have seen it, especially in Season 6, they discussed of how when a person loses their soul, they don't die, but slowly lose themselves and become less, like, emotional, cold-hearted, and it really changes you as a person without the soul. And that could be an explanation of, like, why Six let us go. Another theory is that when she saw Mono's face, she probably saw it as the Thin Man as well, and recognized that, like, oh my god, this guy is the Thin Man. So that's why she dropped him. But all she did was basically concrete the Mono's fate that he is going to be the Thin Man. And it's really sad, because like, it's sort of a pattern that these kids, when they come into contact with Six, they get messed up too. Like, Mono is stuck in an endless cycle. Max, the runaway kid, he got turned into a gnome, and even though he had little interactions with Six, when he got turned into a gnome and tried to help her with the sausage, she wound up eating him instead. Dead. And then there was this other kid in a prequel game, I think it's called Littlest Nightmares or Pocket Nightmares. But it's a mobile app that sort of tells Six, expands more on Six's origin, for where she was at this place, and there was a girl. She doesn't have an official name. Let's call her something like Rebecca. She had the yellow raincoat. She was the original wearer of the yellow raincoat. So Rebecca was like helping Six escape, but it ended for where Rebecca died, and the coat somehow made its way to the Pale City. But the thing that all three of these kids have in common is Six. Like, she doesn't intentionally try to kill them, or screw with them, but in the end, when they try and help her, they wind up getting screwed, and she goes on. Which I think is, like, the core thing of what this whole universe is, that it's revolving around Six, and that, like, when people, like, try to help Six, it only works in Six's benefit, not anyone else's. So that could be, like, one of the theories that's, like, what they're trying to tell. With the Pale City itself, I still have a lot of questions of, like, what exactly happened happen. I mean, the whole city is warped. Pretty much a majority of them. There's just... It's pretty much desolated. The city's mostly destroyed and, like, bent and warped. And then, like, the people that we did find, some of them don't even have faces. They are just, like, static speakers that are so obsessed with, like, the static of the TV that they become, like, drawn to it somehow. And it's not explained, like, why. Like, why are they so obsessed with it? And we've seen, and the people that are different from the others, we actually see of, like, how it affects others. For instance, like, the bullies, all of them were dolls, were hollowed out dolls that were extremely violent and chaotic. The teacher was the only one that was, like, quote-unquote normal, but of course she had her elongated neck, that could, like, stretch out and catch people. And there was also the huntsman. I'm pretty sure whatever was going on with him, he had some kind of grotesque face, henceforth the why he wore the bag. But I guess he was suffering from some kind of loneliness, and it's almost like a serial killer. Because we saw, like, the taxidermy stuff in there. I'm pretty sure there's a comic that sort of revolves around him and sort of explains, like, where Mono came from. But I don't really know a lot about it, so I won't dive too deep into it. Alright, so there's a lot going on there. The doctor, he is on a whole nother level. Like, the patients were all mannequins. I have no idea if they're supposed to be symbolic of like, how they moved. Maybe it was a whole idea that, like, maybe they were possessed by the previous patients, and henceforth that's why they can move. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just remembered a bit about that. That I heard that one of the ideas of, like, why they stop moving whenever you, like, shine the lights or they get caught in the light is sort of like PTSD of, like, maybe the last thing they saw was the operating table they were on, and it showed the lights, and they were like, no! They couldn't help but, like, freeze in fear. And thinking about it more a bit, there was one room that we saw with the electric table, the electric chair. It has to relate to, like, extreme psychiatric treatment that I guess the doctor or maybe somebody else that was working there was torturing people to, like, become obsessed with, like, with that drawing. The drawing, I think, representative of, like, the static at the TV. They become so, like... Okay, it's just music. I was about to go, what is that? But they become so obsessed with the static, and up to the point for where any signal of it, even if it's farther away and there's no way to get across the building, they're drawn to that signal. And I think it represents whatever the signal is representing from the tower itself, which could be tied into that. I think the tower, like I said, I think it's some kind of extraterrestrial or an ethereal entity from another dimension. That sort of, like, pulse out this signal. So what I think maybe, I'm theorizing of the story, I think maybe what made this world is that, like, this thing, whatever it is, came down to the world, and then when people discovered about it, it sort of, like, pulsed out this signal, kind of that transformed people in different ways. To hide in plain sight, it constructed it, it built this, like, cement cocoon around itself and turned itself into a signal tower, so that way it could project out the signal all across. I don't know across the world, but it's wide enough to where just about, like, everything is affected by it. And I think it affects people differently. Like we saw most of the residents of the Pale City, well, everyone in the Pale City was affected by it to be, like, super extreme. But I think specific people are altered differently. Like people like the huntsman, the teacher, the doctor, even Mono, were all affected differently. And transformed to people with specific powers. I think maybe the same thing applies to the kids. It's because Mono, for some reason, had this insane ability that he could, like, transport through TVs and also, like, almost, like, control reality in his own, to bend to his own will. I think maybe mono was almost a representation of that signal. That maybe the tower, like, somehow made mono, I know, or at least gave him these abilities, to use them as, I don't know, like, maybe some kind of, like, art, to, like, spread it out more. But then that got transferred over to 6, and then she went to the Maw. And over to the Maw. And over there at the Maw, we saw other stuff, such as, like, the janitor, since he was, like, all big and lanky with his arms. The 2 chefs, I found out that apparently the reason why their faces were so weird was because they were wearing masks the whole time. So they would, like, remove it and like, eat the food and whatnot. They've been altered too. As well as, like, and, like, the guests. I think, like, the signal, affected, like, one of the reasons, like, why 6 was so obsessed with the hunger. I think the signal affected them as well, that they drove them to become so obsessed with any kind of hunger that anything that they seen in, like, on the table, they instantly go, like, oh, nom, 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 nom. And even with 6, like, especially 6, like, that whole chase sequence that we went through, it's like they became so obsessed with this desire for more hunger. They become so obsessed with more, with the insatiable amount of hunger, that anything that they see, they become obsessed with it. And that might be sort of like what gives into it, that's because of, like, what this signal could be doing. Right. Furthermore, about Onto the Maw, I talked about it in the past, and by the end of Little Nightmares 1, that I believe that 6 is the Genshi lady. Let's just call her the lady. I believe she's the lady. He's a lady. And a couple of theories that that give, like, evidence to that was sort of like how there were, like, paintings or photos, like, of 6 on the wall, as well as, like, the lady with, like, some other kids. Some people are theorizing that 6 could be the lady's daughter. That could also be a possibility. However, based off of the ending of this, it seems that 6 didn't even show up until by the very end, where she meets up, where she gets on the Maw, and, like, that's sort of where things kick into the events of how it goes on from there. And an idea of, like, one of the reasons of, like, evidence, like, why 6 could be the lady, is that the idea that she created the Maw itself is that, like, almost like an infinite loop, kind of, for where she somehow controlled. Maybe it's another case for where, like, oh, wait, sorry, my brain is coming up with different ideas. But now I just thought of an idea that maybe there's more than one of this creature, or maybe it spread itself out. And that's the end of the credits. But what I mean by that is that maybe it spread itself out, or maybe there's another creature that 6 came into contact with, and like with the signal tower, it decided to create itself into the Maw. Maybe that's what the Maw really is. That really is. It's just a creature that's controlling people, and, like, giving them this obsession of wanting to gain, like, more, like, giving them more of, like, their desires, almost, like hunger, especially, like, in this case, it'd be like hunger and starvation. Maybe that's, like, the whole reason why the Maw was created. And 6, we saw that by the end, and when she absorbed the lady's powers, she was able to absorb everyone's life force. So, like, the whole theory goes that, like, if the lady is in fact 6, the whole idea is that 6 created the Maw, so not only would she be able to set herself up for, like, the events to come, but also, and at the same time, be able to feed on the guest's life force, and, like, keep her power sustaining and growing. I'm gonna be honest, like, it's like, half of that was stuff that I just thought of, like, on the spot. Like, the whole idea that these creatures could be expanding around. Again, I don't really know, because I don't fully understand the story about this series. Like, these are the questions that I keep having is, like, what is this place? Why is this like this? What created this world to be what it is? And is there a way to, like, stop it? Is there an end game to it? I don't know. These are, like, again, these are the questions that I keep wondering, and I'm hoping there'll at least be, I can't remember, but I think they said that they weren't going to do a third game, or at least, like, I think the original guys themselves weren't going to continue on the series. I think that's at least what it was. But if it's a case for where there's potential for a third game, like, it's not really necessary, but at least it'll be cool. It'll be cool, and maybe it might give us some answers as to exactly what the hell is happening, and is there a way to fix this? Yes, because since this is a prequel, there's still potential, and so, like, in the future, to, like, what else 6 could do. And I think there's a comic series that I think it's still prequel stuff, but it does kind of expand more on Little Nightmares. But, either way, it's still satisfying. It still leaves that mystery of what could be Doom then. And plus, it's fun to theorize every now and then, because theories aren't meant to be, like, solid evidence of what is and what isn't. They're just more for fun. And it's nice, and it's kind of fun to, like, talk about, like, these kind of things, to, like, really dive deep into it. Now that the theory stuff is done, don't worry, it's all done, so you can hear me stop ranting. But I guess now, thinking about the game itself, play-wise, I really like this. In fact, I liked it more than the first one. Like, don't get me wrong, the first one is still cool, it's still amazing, but I felt that this one added more to the horror aspect, as well as expanding more on the puzzles. That I really liked how creative each of the puzzles were. Even though some of them were a bit tedious, it was still fun to experience them. I also like the little Easter eggs that we found here and there. Yeah, excuse me. And also like the little hats that we were able to collect. That's like a funny little thing. I like that. That's so cool. And the art style, again, I really like it, because it gives me like Tim Burton vibes, almost of sort of like the creepy looking, again, like buildings and characters, the unique style each of them have. It's so cool. And the gameplay style, I really love it. Because I still feel like that the whole idea, since this is Little Nightmares, and the kids are so much smaller than everything else, like, everything is fucking massive in this world. I love that it kind of emphasizes on that this is a little nightmare that we're experiencing. So I really love how it expands on that. And I hope to keep up with it in the future, because it's really, really cool. Cool. That is, again, if they are going to make at least the third game. If not, that's alright. And overall, I really like this. This was a fun game, and like I said before, I often don't play that very many horror games, but if it's like a specific kind of horror that I like, then I go for it. And this is like one of those games that has that specific horror for me. I really enjoyed it. But that is going to be enough ranting for me. Well, ranting, talking. Sorry. That's going to be enough for me. And overall, that concludes Little Nightmares 2. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. This was so much fun to do. I'm not entirely sure what the next game is going to be. I think we're going to do Five Nights at Freddy's, or I might hop back on to the PS5 to go on some games with that. But I'll figure it out later. In the meantime, I'm going to go back to to working on some customs. Since I've just started the base painting on for FNAF Security Breach Showcase, so I'm hoping to get that done soon. I will have to get some more supplies in order to do stuff like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and continue on with Spider-Man. Enderman. I'm almost halfway done with the Dark Knight Showcase. I fixed up Batman. Man, I just need to do some final details with like the Joker and maybe Two-Face. And we should be good for that. And yeah, overall, that's gonna be it. Yeah. So, if you guys would like to see more videos like this in videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications. It really helps us. We got less place, local products. I mean, that have some fun. So anyways,
Thank you guys so much for watching this series. If you liked it, hit that like button, comment below what you think, share it with your friends, subscribe to me, follow me on Twitch. And here's a half of the road. Woo! Woo! Thank you guys, I'll see you next time. What do you guys, Smooth Rises!